Alrighty, looks like we've got Rising Sun and Alchemy today. Let's take a look. The landscapes are Credit and Flourishing Trade. Flourishing Trade is activated by both Kitsune and Mountain Shrine. So for sure that one's happening, and probably fairly early on into the kingdom, which means things will be cheap. So for draw, there's Alchemist, Scrying Pool, Litter, Mountain Shrine once an action gets in the trash. I don't see an action getting trashed naturally, so you might have to work to make that activate. You could trash something with Tanuki if you wanted to turn on Mountain Shrines. Villages, Kitsune and Litter. Trashing, Tanuki and Mountain Shrine. Plus buy, Rice and Fishmonger. You can also gain things with Tanuki and Craftsman. So we definitely got everything we need, and in multiples. So the question is, what's the earliest priorities? I think playing Kitsune early, giving out some curses looks important. Scrying Pool eventually will probably be the main draw. Yeah, I think early on it's playing Kitsune for cursing, and then playing Tanuki and or Mountain Shrine for thinning. The slight awkwardness I see is debt and potions tend not to play well together. If you put potions in your deck, you really don't want to be in debt the turn you're drawing the potions, because potions don't help you pay off your debt, and if you're in debt, you can't put the potion towards buying any of the potion cost cards. 5-2 actually seems like a great split here, right? You could open with double 5s using Credit. Yeah, I think I like the 5-2 here a lot. This could be double Tanuki, and then trash twice, once on turn 3, once on turn 4. Could be Tanuki plus Kitsune. And it could just be buy a 5 and then buy a Mountain Shrine turn 2, which wouldn't need Credit, and then I only have 3 debt instead of 5 debt. Mountain Shrine seems like a good card. I'm entirely confident I want a Tanuki. Bot buys a Kitsune on Credit on the 4-3. I don't think I agree with that. So I think opening with Kitsune is not unreasonable. Giving out curses early makes sense. So one thing that you would naturally consider would be buying something on 4 and then doing the Credit turn 2. So you got 2 things going into your deck before the shuffle instead of 1. I think that's a case where you definitely would not want Potion on 4. If you're buying Potion on 4 and then taking 6 debt or 4 debt on turn 3, you're very likely to not be able to buy anything when you find the potion. But for example, in the 4-3, you could do something like Mountain Shrine turn 1, Credit for Kitsune turn 2, which, I don't know, that seems better to me than just taking the Kitsune. So yeah, my options are Mountain Shrine, Credit for Tanuki, Credit for Kitsune. Fishmonger actually wouldn't be a terrible choice either. I think I prefer the Kitsune. So this is plus 2 coins, give your opponent an extra junk card. This is plus 2 coins, trash a junk card of yours. Difference being the Mountain Shrine also has to draw that junk card in the hand to trash it, whereas Kitsune does not. I think Kitsune seems a little bit better early on. I'll take a potion here, pay off some debt. I'll buy a Mountain Shrine now. Here, if I got a potion in my deck, I don't want to have a lot of debt. So like Credit for a second 5 cost card would leave me with 3 debt. Mountain Shrine just leaves me with a 1. So even if I find my... God, freaking... I was going to say, well, if, with just 1 debt, even if I find a potion, I'm probably still at least hitting 2 in a potion. I say as I hit 1 in a potion. Well, that's sad. So even trying to play around it, the potion debt anti-synergy has come back to bite me. I think no to a second Mountain Shrine for the moment. Actions, curse opponent. They want to trash the estate. I would naturally prefer to trash the estate with Tanuki because you can gain something better off of them. But the difference between hitting 3 and 4 here seems fairly large. No debt for me. I'm at negative 3 points. I'm definitely losing the curse split at the moment, at least. Hopefully gonna make up some ground this turn. I just bottom decked both potions. I think that I did. Not necessarily the most important card to see at the moment, but it doesn't bode well that they're going to be in the same hand together. Oops. That was supposed to be coins and a curse. Take a second to Tanuki. Definitely don't want to take debt going into this turn. 3 curses. Ouch, 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 ouch. I would really love to activate this Mountain Shrine if I could, but I don't have a good way to get an action into the trash. So actions, coins. This is actually going to be an okay turn. I only have the 1 buy, but Flourishing Trade is active, so I can use the extra action I have as a second buy. Scrying Pool, Alchemist. Certainly Scrying Pool is going to be better long term. Given that I've got multiple potions and a deck that's not really together yet, I could see in the short term Alchemist being more reliable. Having a card I'm top decking consistently and always drawing at least 1 off of it. I'll start with Alchemists. Not sure if that makes sense. Coins, actions. Let's take Craftsman. And a letter. Craftsman can gain gold here. Not that you exceptionally want that. I could see that maybe showing up at some point in the end game. Gain a gold off a Craftsman, Tanuki it into a province. The main reason to take Craftsman over silver, I think, is just if I plan on having Scrying Pools, I'd rather have actions in the deck. Alright, I got 7 here, which I think is going to be a litter and a Mountain Shrine. Also, didn't find it in time. I was hoping maybe if I Tanuki the Craftsman, that activates the... I really want an action to be in the trash, because I have 2 Mountain Shrines to my opponent 0. But I keep ending with hands like this where I could trash the Kitsune, but then I couldn't play the Mountain Shrine. Yeah, I can afford to trash a silver here. And I will still afford the Scrying Pool. I think 2 Alchemists is surely plenty. Just to guarantee you've got something on top and don't fully dud. I'll try to get 2 provinces. Not sure its deck is together. Okay, here we go. Let's trash this. Gain me another litter. And now my Mountain Shrine draws cards. Take another litter. And a Scrying Pool. And a 3rd Mountain Shrine, maybe? Top deck. I expect Rice will eventually be worth a bunch here, right? You can get action, attack, and omen just off of Kitsune. You could add shadows with Fishmonger, or I've already got a Tanuki. Does the trick better. That actually might be it. Okay, so 5 total types. Action, attack, omen, shadow, and treasure. That's still not bad. How are piles looking? The bot gaining an estate sure is suspicious. I mean, the 5s are low-ish. I don't think we're imminently piling out. Okay, and now I'm overdrawing my deck. I might be Tanukiing one of these litters into a whatchamacallit, a rice already. I think that might be the right play here. What about Tanuki 2 litters into 2 rice? And why is my voice so hoarse all of a sudden? Yeah. As I was attempting to say, Tanuki 2 litters into 2 rice, Mountain trying to draw them both, and then I have plenty of money to work with. I think that sounds good. I'll trash the rest of the copper naturally next turn off of the Mountain Shrines, I think. And I would like just one more Kitsune. 2 scrying pools, and I got 2 buys. I guess 2 provinces is fine. But tech still doesn't look like it's accomplishing all that much over there. I think the bot won the curse split, if I'm not mistaken, but maybe it was a little bit too all-in on winning the curses. I mean, it certainly matters here. The curses are annoying, but they're not everything. You can definitely deal with them. Why do you have a Tanuki? Are you at the bottom of your shuffle? Oh, sure enough. The bot's at the very bottom of its shuffle. I guess I'll discard that. The bot has multiple types of shadow cards, and not that it ever matters, but you're technically allowed to choose what order they go into on the bottom of your deck. Shadow cards are always on the bottom, and then you can play them straight from the bottom of your deck. Now I've lost track. The bot reveals an estate. Sure, you can leave that on top. I probably shouldn't have trashed a copper. I don't think the bot's getting another turn here. Coins, actions. Coins, actions. Coins, actions. You don't believe what this last Kitsune is going to get. Coins and actions. Alright, what's the best thing I can do with these Tanukis? I could do a litter into a rice, and then like a potion into a duchy or something. I could do potion into gold, redraw it, potion into province. I think I like... It's not going to matter. I'm going to win this, I think, pretty easily. I'm just trying to think about what the most points are. I might want the extra buys. Let's just do the potions into the duchies. I need to hit 21. I've easily got that. And do I need the extra buy? I don't think so. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I think the bot played this too much like big money, which it clearly is not. It rushed the Kitsunes early, which I think is fine. Like the choice between cursing a little bit more and trashing a little bit more early on is not obvious. Both of those matter a lot. I tend to err usually more on the trash more side rather than the curse quicker side because it leads to more pleasant games. But strategically, early Kitsunes are fine. I think you just have to end up following that up with trashing and draw and building a deck. There's certainly plenty to be accomplished here eventually. It doesn't seem like the bot had the right ambitions. I think I was okay with the early Alchemists. Scrying Pool's the end goal, but Alchemists seem okay. Like Tanuki into potions. Multiple potions seem fine. The potion of the debt thing is an awkward thing to play around that you probably gotta be careful with.